Hey everybody, Kurt Wilson, Mayor of Roswell. I have the unbelievable great pleasure of having our liaison to public safety, Councilmember Sarah Beeson, and having our fire chief, Joe Pennino, Dr. Joe Pennino. The fire department has a very close, near, dear place in my heart, because of this gentleman behind me, my grandfather, who was a full-time firefighter for the city of Indianapolis, who died at 39. And he died of a first-time coronary. So I've always been informed in my life, always knowing that firefighters, they die much quicker than the rest of us for good reasons. And so, you know, you've had all these challenges, and Sarah, you have too, about figure this out. Sarah, tell us a little bit about this pilot program.
Chief Pennino has approached this from a very out-of-the-box way of thinking, but still based within data, based within science, based within facts of how we could possibly approach an innovative solution to our scheduling with our fire department. So with that, Chief Pennino, you want to explain it?
Yeah, so just to kind of reiterate, that's one thing that you've been talking about since, I think, day one is innovation. And I think it was probably last year at budget time, we started having conversations about why is the fire department scheduled the way it is? And basically that's a lot of tradition. And there's a saying in the fire department that the fire service is 200 years of tradition unimpeded by progress. It's the way that we've always done it. So this 4896 staffing model, you know, the current 24 hours on, 48 off staffing model, the problem with that is, so essentially we've got firefighters that wake up early to start their shift at 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning. So they're getting up early. They're coming to work essentially sleep deprived. With the 4896 schedule, all things being equal, you work 2 days on and then get 4 days off. You really are baking more sleep back into that schedule because you're commuting half as much, which means you're waking up early to come to work and leave work half as much. And your second 24-hour shift, you're already at the station, so you don't have to wake up early to commute. So that right there puts some sleep back into the schedule, especially when you're looking at over the course of a career. But then we took it a step further, and some of these studies were saying, you know, if you could not impact their natural sleep rhythm, not get them up super early to come to work or leave work, you could even have a bigger impact. Knowing that, just as you spoke of, firefighters are at increased risk of heart disease, sleep disorders, mental health issues like PTSD. And we don't know, quite frankly, how much of that can be attributed to disrupting someone's sleep for 30 years.
Sarah, speak a little bit. Why is this so important to you?
Moving to this model, you're 2 days on, but you get 4 days off to be with your family and your loved ones, so increases that work-life balance. You're decreasing the amount of time they're in the car commuting, especially for those who are further away. That's decreased times on roads. You're actually decreasing traffic. But we're able to do this and make an investment in our first responders that helps us be a more competitive place for recruiting. So we can get the best and brightest firefighters working for RFD. And we can do this, most importantly, at no additional cost to the city.
So Dr. Pennino, any last thoughts that you want to share with our residents and everybody else about this really cool, neat thing that you guys are doing?
One, we plan on kicking this off in July. To start with a 6-month pilot study. And we are very interested to getting with some of the leading researchers in the field to really do a good study on what the implications are, not only on job satisfaction, but sleep and overall health, because we think there's an opportunity here to make a broader impact in the fire service overall. And we take that seriously, and we would love to make that contribution. And then two, I have to give credit to the team because, you know, there's also a saying that the two things firefighters hate most is change and the way things are, right? But Team Roswell, Team RFD had the courage unanimously to say, Chief, if we think this is a better idea, if we think this is better for the fire service and generations that come after, sign us up, we'll try it. So just huge kudos to the team for having the courage to try something like this. We're excited.
Joe, Sarah, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for the culture that you're inculcating in our city. And thank you for being a great steward of our Roswell Fire Department. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later.